Hello all. My nickname is Recorder. I'm a Russian speedrunner. So today I will run Far Cry 3 um, Blue Dragon any percent category. So because my English a little bad, so at this run, um, a few friends on the Far Cry community will help to explain and commentate about Far Cry Blue Dragon.
Hello. Indeed, gonna be doing a little bit of commentary just to give you an idea of what's going on.
So,
And hello, this is Chief Supreme. I'm also going to be adding a little flavor, hopefully.
so I think we can start. And we start, of course, and the new game on easy difficult. Timer starts after I skip two cutscenes, so it will be first and timer starts.
Now, the first part of this is just an auto-scroller, so it doesn't really matter what you shoot. Only at the very end, there's this one heli chopper that you need to shoot to be able to advance the scene. It'll show up shortly. But the first part is just for you to kind of make things go explode.
Tried many times to find a way to shoot that helicopter before rounding this last corner.
Yeah,
You just
there's
don't have enough time.
So yeah, you can
That's pretty fast there, actually.
shoot between two towers.
definitely, and here he gets a checkpoint and he immediately loads it to skip a part of the explanation. Like a lot of menus will pop up to explain things.
Tutorial,
And
I
this
think.
the same here. Like if you would do a takedown on this guy, you would have to go through a lot of menus, but by just continuing to run and then shoot him in the face, you don't get the menus. And the same thing here. He jumps up, but instead of jumping up the ledge, he goes up the rocks so that he can skip this part where he gets all the menus, and that will slow him down. But if you go past the ledge on the rocks, then you can kill those two guys first and be further into the camp. Now the part where the fights is, you need to turn off all the alarms, preferably, just to make sure that nobody else shows up, and then take everybody out. A classic Far Cry game.
So with
This
Blood
game,
Dragon, you
okay.
start with 4 weapons in your weapon wheel already, as opposed to other Far Cry games where you typically have to start with maybe finding a pistol and then later on you find an assault rifle and you add to your arsenal, but you have 4 weapons unlocked automatically, which is nice.
True. And here, there's gonna be a point where if you kill the enemies fast enough, and if you kill this heavy gunner before you get the checkpoint, then you can load it and then skip this. You can skip Spider walking to the door. Now he's immediately there. It skips a few seconds. Or else you have to wait for him to run all the way through the hallway to get to the buttons to open the door. Just in time for the alarm. And the thing with this game is, and you want to try and get as many headshots. It's a bit faster. Most enemies take 2 shots to the body, but 1 shot to the face. So headshots are
Yeah,
preferable.
about enemies. At this game, all hitboxes are very bad set up, because if you shoot on the headshot on some enemies, random enemies, you didn't kill him, because
True.
all hitboxes very bad setting up.
Through the hitboxes in this game, and also with the buttons, like there are a few buttons you have to push in the run, and if you stand too close to the button, you can't push it. If you stand too far away from the button, you also can't push it. Like some hitboxes are pretty nasty.
Again,
Right,
a classic Far Cry game
definitely.
with the weird hitboxes.
Now, in this section, the the game continues when you finish the fight. So he placed all these mines in front of the doorways, and trying to focus down as many people as possible the moment they show up, just to get the fight over as quickly as possible. Because that's the name of the game. And right now he has the shotgun. You're not gonna have it in a little bit, but for the beginning you have it, and it's probably the best gun you have right now. Just because the shotgun, because of the spread, you just have more opportunity to kill enemies with 1 shot fired. Come on, man, headshots. Nice. Yeah, and the heavies, mostly you want to use your C400, because the heavy gunners and the flamers, they take so many shots. All right, now he just needs to run to the button, and this section is over.
So at this moment we watch 2 unskippable cutscenes.
Yeah, and right now, while she's talking and the computer is gonna talk to you, you're not able to run, you're only able to walk, but while you're walking or while you're running, it's always faster to keep jumping as much as possible. So you'll see Rakora will jump as much as he can, because it just moves you a little bit faster forward than if you were just to walk or run. And another nice thing about this game is that there is no fall damage, and you can also not drown. So you don't have to be too careful where you jump to. So it's pretty nice.
If only Primal was the same way,
If only.
I would have died a lot less.
Yeah. That's the main reason you die
And,
in games, is fall damage.
Another thing, we can run at the fastest speed what we can. With all weapons explain the minigun, I think. So we can run with pistol or bow or rifle, and we will run with same speed.
Yeah, true, true. Now here, he just uses the C400 just to quickly clear out all the enemies. It immediately makes the dragons disappear. And now he can go to the next place. But if he continues too far forward, he'll fail the mission. So he has to wait for this checkpoint. And now he can continue into the camp. Turn off the alarm.
And the outposts are called garrisons
I'm sorry.
in this game.
It doesn't matter, I think.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, that was the first button that has a really shitty hitbox. If you get too close to that button, then it just doesn't want to activate. But no, indeed. And another thing about running with your weapons is that most weapons have some animations connected to them. So when you pick something up, your character will automatically do the animation with the weapon, be it rotating the barrels of the minigun or something. For example, the only weapon that doesn't have any sort of animation connected to it is the bow. So eventually, once you start picking up things a lot later on, you want to be carrying the bow just so that you don't waste the time of your character doing this animation with his weapon. All right. The game wants you to do at least one side mission, so you do the first side mission, which is pretty easy. Sometimes the scientist wants to run away into a corner and you can't really interact with him because he's standing with his face to a wall. So that could lose you time, but he got a perfect scientist placement there.
And you can shoot him when you interact with scientist, and you skip few seconds because scientists do some animations, and when we kill him, he doesn't do this. I think.
Those are my favorite kinds of skips.
So yeah,
Killing
you
your
you
allies.
save some scientists that kill him immediately. This is very good skip.
And
Not.
here,
There's something similar in New Dawn where you can punch the NPCs and end their conversation,
nice.
save a couple seconds.
Well, he had to buy an upgrade. So you buy the upgrade for the pistol, the silencer, and then you also have to place a different weapon in one of the slots. So what he did there is he exchanged the Phasertron for the bow. The Phasertron is pretty weak. It's one of the shittier guns in the game. And like I said, the bow, not only does it have no animations, but it's, apart from your knife, it's the only silent weapon you have. Okay, yeah, you have the silent pistol now, but base weapon. So for the next mission, you want to do most things silently, just because if you alert any of the enemies, you immediately trip an alarm. So he's going towards the dam right now. And at the dam, you have to place 3 bombs in any order that you like. And there's a specific jump up the cliffs that's pretty tricky. But if he manages to get it, then he'll have a order in which to place the bombs that's a few seconds faster than if you would start at the bottom. So you'll see, once he interacts with the bomb and it starts the mission, then there's going to be a bit of talking. And in this time of talking, he has the time to at least try and get up this cliff.
I don't remember much before getting shot up. Playing as a kid, my parents, Vietnam War II.
Yes.
All right, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, so now you can start with the top bomb
This one's for
and immediately jump off the ledge and be at the bottom bomb almost immediately, which is much faster than if you start at the bottom and then work your way up. So getting that jump up the cliff actually saves, I don't know exactly how many seconds, but it's a chunk of time compared to most time save in this game. Because a lot of time saves in this game are just a checkpoint reload or something like that, which saves a few seconds, but this is actually a pretty big save getting that jump.
So yeah, with bow we can skip one time explosion animations on this mission.
And
So
another
what I
thing,
do? Mhm.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Another thing about this game is that the takedown animations are automatic when you are above an enemy. So in certain areas, you want to be very careful where you jump because you might just trigger an automatic takedown, which just wastes your time.
That's correct. And when you jump nearby by some containers, you can automatically climb up. So this is
True.
true.
It's also ledges. Um, your character grabs them automatically. So sometimes when you jump, your character just automatically grabs the ceiling and starts climbing. So sometimes you want to be pretty careful where you jump. And here is a checkpoint reload, which just puts them at the door immediately. Because you finish the mission, you hit the checkpoint, and you load it immediately. Here he gets 2 fast kills, kills that one with a C400, and immediately turns off the alarm. That's basically the fastest way of clearing this area. I don't know,
So-
it's nice, but... Oh, sorry.
So since this mission, I will collect some cyber hearts for the last fight with dragons. Dawn will talk about it, I think.
True,
Mm-hmm.
true. Are you gonna collect more hearts when you're shooting the boats?
Yes, yes.
Okay. No, okay.
So
But-
I collect 10, maybe 11 every
Okay,
time.
that many? Oh.
Mhm.
Normally I do 7, but alright. But the thing with the hearts is that you can collect cyber hearts by getting them off fallen enemies, and you can use them to lure the blood dragons later on to make the fight more easy. Here he places a few mines on enemy spawn points for later. And the point here is just to quickly grab as much stuff. He switches around the sniper for the minigun, because the minigun is going to be so much more useful. You can't press the button before a certain point, so there's no reason. Like you can stand there and click, but nothing's gonna happen until a certain point in the guy's dialogue. And now you just have to kill the waves. You have, like, you can hear it in the music for this section. You have a particular time before you can interact with the generator or with the reactor. So until that time window is over, you can take your time to kill all the enemies, which should be doable. So there's no reason for anybody to ever lose time on this section, because you can't finish it faster than fast because of the time window that you can interact with the generator.
So you
with the
wait
reactor.
until this platform is down at the old places, I think, because they have segmented signature, maybe.
Yeah, like I said, you can hear it in the music.
Yes, it is.
Once you play this, you can hear it in the music when the time is over. Like the music will get a little bit more upbeat, and you'll also notice around the reactor the flooring is and the floor tiles are slowly going down, and the moment they are at their lowest, then you can interact. But you'll hear it. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum.
So
And now you know.
I said
You gotta
about
get
what
there.
this platform. So I wait until this segment will stop down on the
Yeah.
finish place, and then we can interact with generator.
Punch
Yes.
the reactor. Yeah, it's nice. And then after that, immediately fast travel after you get the checkpoints.
Doc, I made it. But Benji didn't.
I'm sorry, Rex. He was a good man.
No, Doc.
So if you travel on the before you finish mission and take checkpoint, you will lose mission and you will
Yeah, true.
rec-
If you fast travel before you get the checkpoint, then you just didn't finish the mission and you just have to redo the whole thing. So then it's just rip run. It's really nasty. So you have to really wait for that checkpoint. And just before the checkpoint hits, you have the time to quickly stock up on a little bit of ammo. You want to try and get your minigun full for the fight with the dragons later. So it's nice to have at least some ammo. And the thing with the ammo pickups is that the weapon that you are holding is the one that's gonna get filled up when you pick up ammo. So for these basic ammo pickups, you want to make sure you're holding the minigun when you pick it up so that at least you fill up on that weapon.
So on this place I use my save strat because I want to save some armor,
Tell me, Doc, how'd you end up with
and we sit here and wait until doors will open.
It's
And a purpose.
after the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Doc.
So, and you're here anyway. I mean, you can have fun and shoot some enemies, but you might also take damage. And here is another button. Really annoying. And now he just needs to destroy these brain cages, so hopefully he goes for the grenade strats.
Yes, I use, but this is don't very safe, I think.
No, the grenade strats aren't safe? Okay.
Yes, because you can throw a grenade and
Miss.
they can don't damage. This is
Okay.
brain cages.
So for the marathon, he's going for the safer strat.
Mm-hmm.
And he jumped down that stairs with a grenade in his hand just so he wouldn't get a takedown animation. And here, what you want to do is you want to try and fall on something like that ledge so you don't get a falling or a, what do you call it? Like an animation when you fall from a very high height. Just to avoid that. And here, with the eggs, what you want to try and do is not just hold your fire button, but you want to kind of tap it so you spray a little bit here and there. It's still going to destroy the eggs, but you won't immediately run out of flamer fuel, so that hopefully he won't need to reload too many times. Preferably none, but most of the times you'll have one reload.
I'm truly exceptional.
So yeah, you can destroy X only with flame warfare, I think. So
Yeah, the flamethrower. Yeah,
flamethrower, yeah.
yeah.
Because this game is very scripted, so you can't mm, move on the out of bounds or something else, because on the mission you should be you must move how developers are in their mind, I think.
Hmm. And also, if you notice that the moment he finished the last egg, he immediately loaded checkpoint just to get to the exits as fast as possible.
How slow is this goddamn
And
elevator?
here you just need to wait for this vehicle, for this elevator to come down.
We wait under Blue Dragon
Seem kinda
comes
finicky.
me to closer.
Are you gonna kill the dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, the thing is, you want to try, because now there's a bit of wait time and there's an auto-scroller coming up. You want to try and get some XP, just to level up. Every second level up, you get a health bar, and every other level up that you don't get a health bar, you get a perk. So, a perk that's pretty nice to get is being able to run and reload at the same time. You get it later on in the run.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't harvest the XP now, then you might not have that perk later on. So it's better to just kill everything that you can right now.
Oh shit.
And this auto-scroller part, yeah, it's just an elevator all the way up. And then you have a car ride out the building. And it's the only time in the game that you use a car, because of the terrain in this game, a car is not faster than just running and jumping everywhere. It's kind of strange, but cars are actually pretty slow in Far Cry Blood Dragon, and also in Far Cry 3. Only the distances in Far Cry 3 are much longer, so a car makes sense. But in this game, I think what they did for Blood Dragon is they took the southern map of Far Cry 3 and they made it a little bit different, and then they put Blood Dragon on there. But this used to be a DLC. Like, this isn't a full game originally. It used to just be a DLC, but because it was so popular, they made it a standalone game. But back in the old days, you couldn't play this unless you had Far Cry 3. That's also the only reason why this is called Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon and not just Blood Dragon. But hey. So yeah, now you can see how clumsy the vehicle actually is in this game, because it just handles pretty awful. So it's nice that this is the only car section.
Objective complete. Rex, I saw the whole thing through my scope. That was incredible.
No, Doc. Painting
All right.
crying clown.
You don't have a map marker yet, but you need to aim left of the green light in the sky that he has to his right now. And this is towards the Blood Dragon fight that he's been saving the minigun ammo for, and the Cyber Hearts. As you can see, as 11, it's shown next to the map, or next to the radar in the bottom left. And like I said, like, the hearts are just there to trigger the blood dragons to stand on their hind legs, so you have an opportunity to shoot them in the stomach, because the weak spot for the blood dragons, very cliche,
Dr. Carlisle,
is the abdomen.
Yes, but Blue Dragon is very broken, I think, because uh, it's laser beams, it's melee attack. I think it can hit you if you step back on the Blue Dragon, and if you throw Cyber Shots, sometimes they can't do this animation when they stand up. I don't really understand why, but sometimes you can throw up all 10 or 11 cyber shots and
They
uh,
don't react.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
yes.
true. I've had that as well. And here, he just kind of, because the hang glider is scripted to fly towards the location, but he keeps pushing forward just to kind of increase his speed a little. And
Mm-hmm.
this jump, or flying up this ledge here, is actually pretty difficult. He makes it look easy, but it's actually pretty difficult. Nice and quick through the window. Another nasty button. And here, if you jump with your back against the wall in a specific place, then Rex doesn't animate his fall. He just immediately stands still and you can continue running. So it saves another second or two.
Don't worry, Doc.
And here,
Stop it. That's a Rex.
he isn't jumping a lot because there's a lot of places on the ceiling that Rex could grab and start climbing. So to make sure that he doesn't grab anything for no reason, he just doesn't jump here and he just keeps running. And here comes the music. Now this section he has to wait. Once he activates the door, get a timer.
I'm unlocking the doors for you.
So here, I mean, you can hide, you can have fun, as long as you make sure to have bullets in your minigun or in your Terra 4000, then you should be fine.
I know.
Hold on while I get that door, Rex.
I guess Chief is having a problem with the kids, because he hasn't said anything.
Nah, you're just doing such a great job. I thought I'd let you take care of it.
I'm sorry, man.
You're very knowledgeable about every Far Cry game, really.
No. I know nothing of the latter few. Hardly anything. I know that in Far Cry 5 you can stand still and beat the game in less than 10 minutes.
Oh God!
That's the only thing I know.
Don't remind
It's
me of
not
every comment I get
it's not
every other day.
Getting the door open.
end of Far Cry 5, I think.
It's the greatest game ever.
That's well, that ending is definitely not an ending because there's no progress made. But I digress. I get a
Sure.
comment about that on my speedrun every other day. You know, you can just stand around for 5 minutes and beat the game. I'm faster than you.
Opening that door now.
Now here, again, you don't want to be jumping too much. You don't want to have any automatic takedowns. And just before he hits the gravitational field... Oh wait, no. We're not even there yet. He needs to do this jump. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty nasty jump because you're on fire. So it's pretty easy to miss it. And you want to extinguish the fire after the second flamer that he did. All right, switch to minigun just before you hit the gravitational field.
Scientists.
All right, you want to just put out the fire just after the flamer, the second one, or else he'll just put you back on fire. And you have another slow animation. So here, the weak spot is the stomach.
Ah,
You want to
bad
try and
place.
manipulate them using the hearts.
Detecting a weak point in the blood dragon's sternum. Target is glowing chest. Reminder, Rex.
Stop shooting
Stock up on
at the dragon, please. When enemies shoot on the dragon, he stop do this.
Reacting to the
Mhm,
hearts, yeah.
Yes.
Really annoying. And if you kill a blood dragon when it's right in your face, then you immediately lose all your health bars as well. So you have to kind of be careful. Because if both of them are alive, then you could kill one and then the other one could immediately one-shot you.
Stop fighting.
Just kill him, man. Just shoot. And now you should have the time just to grab some body armor and some stuff
Mm,
if he wants to.
I think not, because this is
No?
the last mission. With on this place, I think.
Okay. I always grab everything I can. And then I jump over the doggos. Boom.
And we
And the
can
dogs? Yeah.
don't splash fire, I think.
And the dogs have a huge hitbox. Like, if you try to run through them, you won't be able to. You have to really jump over them
I mean,
with a pretty big
quite a
arc.
soldier like yourself.
Alright, last mission.
Get to these coordinates.
Hmm.
And it doesn't matter what weapons you have now. This last section will give you weapons for every part. So it doesn't matter what you have now. Just get there.
Scanning. New objective located. Eliminate all enemies.
On it.
But no, it's a nice speed run. This game, like, I think the record now is 45 minutes or something. Wait, let me check.
No.
Actually, this
S-
week it
32.
was broken 42-30.
42.
Today Kashmir
Yeah.
broke this
Oh, he broke it.
game again.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Right.
Cash Mayo has been the record holder for many years, but he was recently beaten, and his PC was broken, so he's kind of freaking out because he couldn't even defend his record. But he finally got his PC fixed, and today he posted a new record. It's not even verified yet.
The area
Nice.
has remarkable properties.
I didn't even know.
Becomes supercharged inside it.
Well, there you go. Sub 45 minutes. It's a pretty nice run to do.
Your theories of solstice alignment.
Like, it has a few
Rife with
skips and
functional
a few
life.
glitches,
That place is
but
filled with
nothing too serious.
What kind of death?
the
It's a
danger
pretty
of
chill run.
progress.
And it has great music
If you
as well.
follow, if you follow the route and you're able to hit some of the tricks. I mean, it's a speed run under an hour. You're finishing a Far Cry game under an hour, so it's pretty short for a Far Cry run and
Unknown.
pretty worth doing. And actually, of all the Far Cry games, this one has the most runs, other than the
New weapon
5-minute
located.
Far Cry 5 run, which doesn't count for anything.
So,
But this,
So
I would say, this is the most popular. Maybe Far Cry 1.
so
True.
at this place I use skip when you load on this level and press Shift and W. You can run and jump to grab a pistol. So
yeah, if you wouldn't do that, like, it's a little glitch at the beginning of this. that if you press forward and running, then you keep running, or else the game would force you into a very slow walk, and then bringing you to the middle of this arena where he is now would just be very slow. So you want to try and glitch yourself. But at the same time, if you run forward after the black screen, there's a snake on the floor, and if it bites you, you lose your glitch. So you want to run to the right. Which he did, but yeah, failed to mention it while it was happening.
Oh,
And here,
man.
headshots are the fastest, so he's just trying to get as many as possible.
So you can stay here or strafe because trigger to open gates.
I have detected a new weapon.
On this place, I will stand now. No.
Now, if Rakora got enough XP during the run, then here he should have the opportunity, or he should have the skill or the perk to be able to run and reload at the same time.
Yes, I did it.
Yeah, you got all of them?
No, perk.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, here it is faster to do like a chain takedown, but takedowns are pretty unreliable.
Sometimes if you shoot at these enemies, they don't react because I said this. This game's hitboxes on enemies are very bad. Very.
Yeah. True. True, and also like the little animations, like the reload animation, and sometimes Rex just for no reason just sticks up his middle finger, stuff like that. Like, and the hitboxes on the buttons, like some things are pretty wonky. You know, like you have to really get used to. I wouldn't say sluggish reaction, but it's just a bit quirky. Now here he gets an explosive sniper rifle. Like the thing with this last section is you get guns, but then with all the upgrades immediately attached. So right now he has an incendiary sniper rifle. And the faster you kill all the enemies, the faster the stages go by.
Reload.
Another reload. And now the Terra 4000 appears.
We can grab minigun and reload immediately. Checkpoint reload.
And
So
here,
any enemies will despawn, and you can move to the next arena.
And here you just try to shoot them in the face. So they all kind of spawn at the same height. So you're just trying to keep your weapon at the right height. And here,
Let's
you
try
wanna-
do the early kill star
the kill star
skip, I
glitch.
think. Glitch skip, yes. What?
Are you soft locked or what?
Yes, I think.
No, really?
Really soft lock.
Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully it continues.
That's my first time.
Is it
when
because
I...
you waited so long before you got to the door?
Maybe yes.
Anyway, after killing all these enemies, he's gonna try and jump through the door and hopefully end this part while jumping, getting the last weapon
Okay.
faster. Like here, you want to end this part in the air, and then maybe the game
Yes.
will glitch you the weapon immediately. Otherwise, now you would first have to listen to a load of dialogue before you can use the weapon. But he could use the weapon immediately, and after the gate, immediately load checkpoint. So this saved, I don't know, 20 seconds?
30. 3 and 0 seconds.
How much?
Uh, 3 and 0 seconds, I think.
30 seconds, okay.
Yes, 30.
My blood is red, white, and blue.
Nice. But I mean, you lost all the time because of the soft lock anyway, so
Yes,
it
it
doesn't
is.
matter much. Are you gonna play the end song as well?
Mm,
You should let the credits roll, man. Restreamer could... It's within estimate of Rekora's time, but could we listen to the credits song? It's a really nice song. Alright. And now he's just gonna run to the ending, like... I don't know. This game is badass.
so at the ending, you need to shoot on the Blue Dragon, like auto scroller, but we can don't shoot because we peaceful guys, I think.
Hey, you don't need to kill anybody.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and the Blood Dragon also doesn't take any damage, I think.
Uh,
I-
yes, you and Blue Dragon has good mod, I think, in this
Yeah.
final auto scroller.
Yeah, but it's funny because they still show a health bar for the dragon,
This is for you, Spike.
but you don't see him take any damage. But yeah. But no, Rakora, you should let the credits play. It's a nice song.
Okay, I think
Yeah?
we can.
Okay. Cool. And here, this is an auto-scroller. I mean, the game starts with an auto-scroller and a heli chopper, and it ends in with a auto-scroller on a blood dragon. But you don't need to shoot anything. You can just make the game end with explosions, just like you started it.
Yeah, at the start you don't need to shoot too. It's like a cycle повествования. Oh yeah, at this game you can see a few enemies with RPG, but they didn't do any damage because one of it we saw at the level where we fly on the plane, and another two guys we can saw at this level. So because RPG bullet fly very slow, you don't been attacked them. I think.
And the timer stops when you click away the last cutscene.
and timer.
Nice. GG, man.
Oh, I. Ah, no, stop.
It's good, man.
Okay, okay.
GG.
I think I skipped this final.
It's time. Or there's. Okay. Okay. I'll shut up. But what did you say, Ricora?
So I think I skip final messages with designers, directors, and other.
What, this? The credits?
Yes.
You want to skip it?
No, I think I skipped it.
Okay, no, you
Before.
didn't.
Yes,
didn't.
yes.
Okay, good. Nah, it's a nice song, man.